Alright, hello, greetings and welcome in everyone. Hello, Bread. Hello. My name is Harrier Citadel, avian alien sentinel of Fort Misthaven, perpetrator of creative chaos and general maker of things. Welcome in. Good to see ya. How goes? Happy Thursday. It has actually been a really productive day. Wow. Which I find hilarious considering that I spent whole afternoon asleep after last night's stream. But then again, I did only go down when the sun came up, so it's going. I might fall asleep at my desk. Oh dear. I hope you feel cozy enough for it, but I hope that you don't wake up with a crick in your neck, because that would be unpleasant. Amazing what good rest does? Oh yeah. Good rest is amazing. It does not come often enough. That reminds me I need to put my watch back on. This way around. But yes, it has been an interesting Thursday. I've been working on a commission, which is a test page for a comic that I might potentially be working as an assistant for in the future for the remainder of season 1. So that's the thing that I was working on earlier. Let me just grab something here quickly. There we go. So, yeah, I've been doing a bunch of work on that today, and it's we're about halfway done. So it's going well. My aim is that when I fall asleep, I hit my head on the keyboard hard enough to wake myself up. Oh no. Is that a good plan? No. Is that what I'm working with? Yes. Oh dear. Brad, have you considered relocating to your general retirement slot and operating on mobile? Maybe, I don't know. It might hurt less if your phone falls on your face than if your face hits the keyboard. It might be less expensive. Test page, glad to hear it's going well. Yeah, it's going well. I was working on it right up until I was supposed to start the countdown, which is why I started the countdown. It's a teeny itty bitty bit late. Whoopsie. But it's fine. It's going really well. Until test page has been submitted and person feels that it will work. And we figure out exactly what the work distribution will be. There's no guarantee that it's a thing that's actually going to come off, but we're working towards it. This is day job work. Oh no, so I contractually have to be here working for 2 more hours. Oh no! Okay. Then we'll try and keep the chaos up enough, just enough, so that we can survive the next 2 hours and keep Raider awake. Yes, that shall be the plan. To have enough chaos in an art stream. Oh my word, how are we gonna get that right? I wonder. Sure. Okay. That's going to be interesting. I just want to come over here to my spin wheels on this side and just make sure that I've got those ready for shuffling. Okay, and then this one is going to be that one, and then this one is going to be that one. Okay. Alright, so I have my 3 spin wheels open. Cool. Cool. Now what I want to do is I just want to see. Okay, can't do anything like that. So it's okay. It's okay. Yeah. Okay. Just needed to check my setups on everything. But yeah. So today we are doing doodle roulettes again. Woohoo! So it is a fun little thing that we're going to do to get into getting to know Misthaven characters a little bit better by putting them in weird situations completely at random. Aha! So, since the last round of submissions, there have been no new wildcards. I did want to grab the link for the wildcard submissions. So let me just do that real quick. I had it over here, I believe. Yes. Grab that. Copy. Oh no. Copy that. Okay, and I just want to put that on a slash command real quick because, well, like I said, I was working on that commission until literally right before I started the countdown timer. So this is going to be wrong keyboard. Okay. And this is going to be add command triggered, create command slash wild card. Would help if I spelled it right. Okay. And then this is going to be... Pardon me, that was wild. Send message to channel. Let's just see. Submit your wild cards for the doodle roulette. Yeah. Okay. Hopefully that should work. Hopefully. Alright, let's just see, will it in fact work? Please work. Yes, it did work. Hooray! There we go. Cool. So now that is in place. Nice. So seems to work. Pulled it up for me. Yeah. Yeah. I am grateful when things actually do what they say on the box. It is very helpful. It is very, very, very helpful. All right. So we should probably head right over. Come on. Hey, you, model, go that way, please and thank you. There we go, there we go. Now you're behaving yourself. Okay, and let us pull up our roulettes, shall we? We can chat as the process is going. So, firstly, it is character selection. So let's see who is going to be our first test subject for today. Who's it gonna be? Who's it gonna be? Let's go! Who will it be? Is it Lamille or is it gonna be Ebony? Ooh. Okay, we've got Ebony. Okay. Alright, so we're going to be working with Ebony first up. Interesting. Okay. Interesting. So let me just pull him up over here. Yep. That was my commissions folder with my references. Whoopsie. I want this to be currently this is the closest thing I've got to a reference sheet. All right. Then, next we need to look at what mood we're going to put him in. Let's see, what are we going to do? Like, honestly, sometimes I think that Ebony's only got one mood and that's a little bit grumpy. Okay, just hold it. But we'll see. We'll see, let's see. Oh. Okay. A hangry Ebony. Okay, that tracks. That I can see that. I can see that. Okay. Hungry Ebony. Now, with our wild card, let's see how this is gonna go. The wheels agree he needed some anger in it. Yep. Oh my. He was almost satiated with a comically large bag of chips. Or whatever it was, that bag. I can't remember what that was. But he's doing a handstand instead of whatever. Oh dear. Oh no, this makes sense with backstory too. Oh no. This also makes sense with pre-Misthaven backstory. Wild already, yeah. So we have Ebony hungry and doing a handstand. Oh my word. Actually no, I think I know how I'm gonna handle this one. I know how I'm gonna handle this one. Okay, so let me put these away and just reduce that a little bit. There we go. Let me just get rid of the crop marks because I don't need that distracting me in my life right this very moment. This is in character with him in backstory to the point where you either facepalm or throttle the character. Yeah, no. It's kind of wild when that happens. But it's like, I can imagine 2 distinct points in time where this kind of scenario would be 100% possible and likely. Like, I can think of 2 distinct moments in time where it would be 100% possible and likely. Specifically for Ebony. It's crazy. Oh, man. Crazy. Okay. So, let us switch on our timer. But first, I think let's open up with a hydrate just so that we are in good headspace. So, let us acquire our nearest safe for consumption beverages, and let's take a sip. Okay. And let's go. Alright, so let's start with the handstand, shall we? Now, I want it to be such that he's kind of facing the camera so that we can see his expression. Which means his fingers are pointing away from us and his thumbs are over there. So what's happening here is gonna be a little bit like that. Just figuring out the anatomy here a little bit so that I'm not doing the dumb when I place his waist, because as I figured, his waist was a little bit too low over there. So what we need to do is we need to take that and just... No. I did not have my keep aspect ratio selected. So let's just pull that down. Remembering that the torso needs to be about half of the knee, so that makes sense there. Or half of the leg length. So that puts calves up there. Ebony's combat style is very kicking heavy, So he's kind of really got this flexibility going for him either way. So he would 100% be able to do this handstand and hold it. Okay. So there we go. That, I think, pretty much mostly reads handstand for now. There'd be a little bit of a gap around the knees. And there'd be a little bit of a gap around the ankles, but we'll get there. Okay? Now, let's put this in... I'm gonna put this in training gear, which isn't the full patrol armor, which I'm totally ideating while we're going. But first things first, we flip vertical so that I can actually see, and we can get the important part, which is the expression, in place here. Just, you know, casually figuring out how the anatomy works in a handstand pose. There we go. Roll that down a little bit more because I can't see what I'm doing. Let's make that 5. That should be enough. As one impressively does, figuring out any training uniform and weird anatomy on the fly. Yeah, just figuring it out. I'm pretty sure the training uniform would be pretty basic. Like, I can't think of any reason why it would be any kind of extravagant. Like, it would not be too dissimilar from gym clothes. Harrier, Lord of the Citadels, what is thine wisdom? Don't try and do handstands while hungry. Hello, Calyx. Welcome in. That's oddly specific? Yes, because that's the current prompt that we've got, is we're doing handstands while hungry. That is legitimately the current prompt in our doodle roulettes. Welcome, welcome. Amazing. Yeah, it's wild. But fun. The fun kind of wild. How are you doing? Flip vertical again. Just finished my birthday celebrations. Oh my word! Happy birthday, Calyx! Oh my word! I hope you had fun. Nothing special, just small family time joys. That's always special, though. If you can have a good time on your birthday with your family, that is special. What's our time check? Oh my word, 8 minutes. Okay. Okay. Expression, because it's important. I can just line up. I like how you tucked in the shirt so it doesn't come down the face. Yeah. It just seemed like probably the best way of handling that. Because otherwise it would have been this weird crumply thing. Literally covering the entire upper torso. No. Ebony's hair is longer than this. Now, who's going to be taunting him? This seems like such a very Aspen thing to do. This seems like an Aspen thing to do. Ria, does it feel like this planet is getting warmer? I'm sitting in aircon for the sake of my computer so that it doesn't overheat from all of the work that I'm forcing it to do. So I can't say on a feels like basis, per se. No, this isn't Aspen taunting him. It's gonna actually be Locke. It's totally gonna be Locke. Or Dari. It could also be Dari. Because Dari is the food person. But no. But it's gonna be Locke. Oh no, there's a hydrate. So everyone acquire your nearest safe for consumption beverages. And let's take a sip. I will do so as soon as this timer is over. Yeah. Panic, yes. Dialogue. Is that a takeaway, delivery, or leftovers? It is. End. No. Okay. Let me write the dialogue. Because I was ideating it as the timer went off. No. Okay. Roughly. Very, very roughly. I didn't really have a solid plan there yet. But yeah. Lark and Ebony have this weird dynamic where Ebony really hates bowing to authority. Lark is the team lead, and they have this not quite malicious, but definitely strained sort of they have that sort of dynamic. I don't know how to describe it. They have the sort of friendship that involves a lot of fighting. Let's phrase it that way. They've got the sort of friendship that involves a lot of fighting. He strikes me as someone who'd say that in less words. Yeah, it's just throwing context in a picture that has no prior context. Like, if this were a short comic, I'd be able to say, okay, whatever backhanded, disobedient, or generally rebellious thing that Ebony definitely pulled would not need to be described in any sense, I don't think. But, and there'd also be the context of, okay, where's the lunch packet come from? All of that madness. It's blatant insubordination, but in a font where the writer acknowledges it, that causes the other issues that aren't narratively convenient. Yeah, like... Ebony is the kind of very, very useful insubordinate. In the sense that he kind of forces Lark to actually look outside of the system, which Lark has been in for a very, very, very long time. So Ebony's particular kind of insubordination is exactly the sort of thing that Lark needs to actually rattle his head into some sort of broader sense of awareness. I'm going to phrase it that way, for what's going on around him. Especially considering that the mists are not the only thing that he personally is fighting. So Lark had been living with his head in the sand a little bit for quite a long time, and suddenly finding himself with this insubordinate mutt on his team is very, very healthy for him, because it forces him to think about things that he otherwise would not have faced head on. Let's phrase it that way. So, But Ebony is a fun character, especially because he has a very healthy sort of annoyance. Exactly. Like, Ebony asks all the questions that Lark just generally would not. But should have. So it's very, very healthy. But Ebony is a fun character because he has a very how can I phrase this? Loud dynamic with literally everyone. He has a loud dynamic with literally everyone. He, as Aspen puts it, is the nickname factory of the team. Like, he's the nickname machine. Like, everyone has a nickname on the team, and all of the nicknames, Ebony came up with them. He's also the only person who actually uses them, but yeah. Ebony is the nickname machine. It's kind of funny in that sense that he would be the person to do that. But okay. On the 20-minute limit, I'm gonna leave it there. Now let me just come over here and go. Open this up and shuffle and shuffle and shuffle. I should probably leave this up on this side. Minimize. Okay, now timer off. New group. Let's see. For our next roulette, I should probably have that hydrate. Yeah. Okay, next group. Or next roulette, let's see. Who are we working with? Joxai, hello, welcome in, and thank you for joining us. Oh my word, thank you for the raid. Welcome in. Hello everyone, my name is Harrier Citadel, Avian Alien Sentinel of Fort Misthaven, perpetrator of creative chaos and general maker of things. I accidentally said half-heart because of Kai's name that just popped up on screen there, sorry. We are doing doodle relates today, but yeah. But thank you Jocksai for joining us, and I hope that you had a good stream. Thank you, thank you. It's a pleasure to have you here. Hope you're having a great stream. I did, thank you for asking. Oh my word, that's good. That is fantastic. I'm glad that you had fun. Yes, we have just finished our first 20-minute doodle roulette. We were just doing our roles for our next 20-minute doodle. With our character selections, our mood selections, and then picking a audience submitted wild card to make it, yeah, a little bit more interesting. But okay, so we've got Kai again for tonight. Yeah, the first one that came up was this little doodle with Ebony hungry while doing a handstand. Literally no one, thank you for that. Welcome, welcome, welcome. Good to see you. Yes, my accent is weird. How fun. I'll definitely be lurking around. I hope you enjoy your lurk. Thank you for the lurks. I really appreciate it. Sincerely, sincerely appreciate it. Hehehe. Yeah, my accent moves around quite a lot because I'm a little bit of an accent cloner and chameleon, so I'll mess with my accent quite significantly. But I'm glad you enjoy it. Okay, so let me just minimize this. How dare you say it's weird? It's so lovely. No, I didn't mean weird as in I think it's off-putting strange, but like it's inconsistent. Let me put it that way. It's inconsistent. But okay, let me just open up Kai over here. There we go. That is Kai in his civilian mode. We have no idea which mode he's actually going to be in. But this one's got the best reference for his markings. There we go. Now, our mood. Let's see. What have we got to work with here? What have we got to work with? It would help if I actually had the correct one selected. There we go. Let's see. What mood is Kai going to be in? What mood is he going to be in for this drawing? Okay. Is it going to hit sleepy? Okay, this is the second time that we're doing the doodle roulettes. It's the second time we've hit Kai. It's the second time Kai has had anticipation as his mood. Oh my word, I could not script this. Ah! Well, okay, okay. Kai in anticipation again. I feel these wheels are weighted. They shouldn't be. They shouldn't be. I literally just shuffled them. And I've gone into everything and made sure that they're all weighted the same. Or biased. I recommend fire. A spinner slowly hitting anticipation is really fitting. Yeah, it is a little bit, isn't it? Cream of the crop, welcome, welcome. Good to have you joining us. Or you're just very unlucky. I think that's more likely. I honestly think that's more likely. Yeah. I mean, my spaceship got shot down on a planet filled with mists that make portals that spew out monsters, and people randomly, and suck people up and take them who knows where. So, you know what, I'm already kind of unlucky. I couldn't catch a free cold it was going, so my gacha luck is basically non-existent, so but okay, so Kai in anticipation again. Let's see what his wild card is going to be for today. What have you got for us, Kai? Yeah, I can see that. That makes sense. Crazy. Now, okay, this is also weird. This is also the second time that this has happened, and it would probably not have happened if I had not shuffled this. Oh my word, this is hilarious. Because this prompt we had last time as well. +1 in chat if you think I should re-roll Kai's mood and wildcard. Because both the mood and wildcard were part of last week's or last time's set as well. Because last time we did this, we had Rex as an android and Kai in anticipation. This is uncanny. I'd say reroll if it's too suspiciously similar. Yeah, I mean, if this were like 4 streams of doing this later, I'd say sure, fine, let's go for it. But it's just too on the nose. Okay. You gotta be kidding me. Okay, I'm shuffling this. I'm shuffling this. This is yeah. Either that or I need more moods. This is crazy. We re-roll until the wheels behave. Okay. That I can roll with that one. That one. Just yes. Just yes, that is what's happening right now. It's exasperation. Oh my word. Okay. That is what's happening. Is exasperation right there. Now, let's see what this one is going to be. Kai in exasperation. And an oversized bag of cookies. Kai in exasperation with an oversized bag of cookies. Why would Kai be exasperated with an oversized bag of cookies? Why would Kai be exasperated with an oversized bag of cookies? I would say that an oversized bag of cookies is anything... an oversized bag of many cookies is many things, but something to be exasperated about is not one of them. Let's see. What could our reason be for this exasperation? Like, he is the youngest person on the team. So I can imagine that come his birthday, someone would probably think, oh, look at his age. Let's send a cute bag of cookies. And then it arrives, and it's like massively uncool type. Like, if the bag is way too big to even move, push to deliver something across town or up several flights of stairs. Yeah, I don't think even that would faze him, though, because Kai's species is also one that has abnormally strong build as well. Like, remember last time his illustration that came out of this was that in anticipation he was about to throw a stack of books at the viewer? Well, let's just say that his physical strength is such that that stack of books would blow a hole through the wall. So perhaps it's more a case of he's kind of just being sick of everyone assuming that everything is just going to be too heavy for him. Because it's just insanely heavy and huge. That's like the only thing that I could think of that would sort of make sense. I could see that, yeah. Okay, then that's what we're gonna go for. And as you can see on the screen right there, tungsten cookies. Yeah, very heavy cookies. Then if you're enjoying this so far, please do feel free to leave a like on the stream. It does help me quite a lot with the algorithm. And being found, we are working slowly but certainly towards hitting YouTube monetization. And every little bit helps. Let me just do weight distribution a little bit better with that. No. One-handed, because that would make more sense. Then the elbow position would be something like this. Tricep would be something like that. Bicep would be something like that. Okay. sort of airplane ears on this one. Because that seems like the feline expression. For exasperation a little bit. Angry airplane ears are always a plus with annoyed cat people. Yep. Okay, that should do for that. Zoom out again. Rib. Okay. And I'm actually gonna have this arm sort of shooing away people. Like, guys, clear the crowds. Just get out of my way. I feel like that would be on point on that note. Feline tail tips flicking in annoyance as well. Something like that. Time check, 12 minutes, okay. Alright. That gives the gist of it. Now, let's get into... expression. There we go. That chin point was just a little bit too broad for his age. He's still a youngster. Wrong pen. There we go. Time check, 8 minutes, okay. This is also 100% something he would do in this civilian outfit. This would not be something he would do on mist guard duty. There we go. There we go, there we go, there we go. Okay. We are almost there. We are almost there. This side. This side would pull up a little bit. Okay, paw pads on there. Okay. 4 minutes left. Okay, what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna steal these guys because they are fine as is. Cut, paste, make full opacity drop. Okay. Now, if I was prepared, I would have a cookie brush to fill this with. But I am not prepared. Okay. It's about as good as I'm gonna get it in this one. The timer really caught me here. I love the world implication that huge bales of baked goods are shipped across Misthaven semi-regularly. Almost ashamed these are non-dubious canon. Yeah, I think this is also entirely plausible. I think that's the joy of doing this sort of thing, is that they are non-canon until proven otherwise, because these are scenarios that are entirely plausible and likely, right, for these characters. I can see a situation in which Kai would be doing this, specifically in his days just before joining the Mist Guard, because he arrived in Misthaven as a minor, so he's been around a while, and it would be entirely plausible for him to assist with the grocery run or the snack run, bringing in provisions for the orphanage for folk who arrived in the Mists, who arrived as kids on their own, unaccompanied. Because that's a thing. So he would definitely do the cookie run like this all the way up until he joined the Mist Guard. Turned out good, yay! Insert Louise gif of any variety. Oh boy. Yeah, it's entirely plausible. Like, he literally arrived in Misthaven when he was 6. He's been here a while. He's been here a while. I will hit the save as button later. Okay, here we go. That is our second roulette, and it's also then time for our hydrates. Everyone, acquire your nearest safe consumption beverages, and let's take a sip. Ah yeah, that would do it. Being in Misthaven since you were 6, yeah, that would definitely be something that would give you this level of exasperation and familiarity with the situation of, fine, I'll carry the stuff again. Do these people never get tired of gawking? Seriously? Or are these people that arrived this week and have not seen the cat dude carrying stuff lately? Okay, let me shuffle our stuffs again. Shuffle. Shuffle. And set up for number next. How are we all doing? It is a fun setting to just insert arbitrary characters in to see how they'd react. Yes, it absolutely is. Let me just refresh these now. Okay. You're here now. We don't know how to get back. Good luck vibes of Misthaven are definitely something that literally anyone could pitch up. This wheel loves Kai. I know, right? Okay. Let's see, who have we got this time? Who will it be? Toaster! Hello, hello! Welcome in. What is this? We are doing doodle relates. So each time we spin the wheel, we get da-dum-ba-dum, our character selection, and then we choose a mood, also on a spin wheel, and a wild card, which you'll be able to submit yours in the pinned comment in chat if you want to add one to the spin wheel. And basically I get 20 minutes and I have to draw whatever our combination is. It's fun. Because it's an interesting way of introducing you guys to the Misthaven characters by taking these and drawing it in a way that would be plausible for each individual character. So that's the vibe. That's the idea. I've got ideas for why that's fun with my characters, but I gotta go. Good luck with the bad luck. Thank you, Braid. Good luck out there. Have fun, and I hope to see you soon. Best of luck with what you gotta do. Okay, so next in the queue is Brock. So let me just get Brock into our references over here. Alright, there is Brock, our badger lad. Our badger paladin. And now let's see, what mood is he gonna be in? Let's see what mood we're going to have our badger paladin portray. Okay, why are hungry and anticipation still next to each other? Perfect, I added a wildcard. Ooh, I'll add it to the list. Ah, anticipation, we just had anticipation. I'm gonna pick sleepy. We just had anticipation. I'm gonna pick sleepy. Instead. Alternatively, I'm gonna re-roll this one. Because this is just ridiculous. Let's re-roll. Because that was ridiculous. Okay, let me see. Oh, okay. Let me add that to the list real quick. Wildcards. There we go. Tearful. Okay, sure. Okay. Tearful. Tearful badger. Interesting. What would Brock be crying about? What would Brock be crying about? Oh my word. This is definitely going to be interesting because Brock has got the most coming for him in terms of character development. I know the least about Brock. So this is going to be interesting. And thank you for your wildcard toaster. It has been added to the list. Should be here. Do I see it here? Yes. No? Do I see it there? Wait, let me just refresh once more. No, you know why it's not there yet? You know why it's not there yet? Because I need to do this. That's why. Refresh. And pull it up. Okay. Now it should be here. Yes, it is. Okay. Let's give it a shot. See what we get. Let's see what we get. What do we get? What is making Brock cry? What is making Brock cry? Toaster, your luck is impeccable. Wow. I would also be crying if I had to start playing the saxophone all of a sudden and not know what I'm doing. Okay. What? Oh man. Okay. Okay. You know what? I am going to... Am I going to save my skin and my sanity by quickly downloading a saxophone asset from Clip Studio to roughly trace? Yes, I am. One moment, please, while I quickly grab something. From the asset store. Because I did not anticipate that. Okay. So, Brock crying, playing the saxophone. It could either be he is actually quite good and is just being feelsy about something and dealing with it with his instrument, or similar to Kareth from last time, who is trying to learn and her fingers are too big for the keys. That was sad. Okay. There are exactly 2 3D saxophones on the Clip Studio store. And the only free one is a baritone. So we're going for the baritone. Okay. The other one is for gold, and I don't have any Clip Studio gold. I've got 6,520 Clippy, but I do not have gold. Okay. Hmm. I suppose he could play. I think that might actually be an interesting thing as a bit of side lore for him, because I don't actually have too much of that I know about him. So it's an entirely plausible thing at this point. Okay, so let me just put this into collapse you. I don't know what to categorize that as, but that'll do. Drop you in there. Undo, undo, undo. Something like that. And zoom out. Let me do it at something like that angle. So that I can cheat not knowing saxophone fingering a little bit. Oh boy. Okay. And with that, we begin the timer. On Brock, tearfully playing the saxophone. I don't even know how big this would be relative to a person. It's a baritone, so I imagine it would be quite large. I forget how tall Brock is. I forget how tall Brock is. Oh dear. It feels like this should still be a little bit bigger. I can't pause the other thing, but let me just check how big this thing actually needs to be. Okay, so it's actually pretty huge. Okay. I knew it was going to be big, but I didn't realize it was going to be actually kind of huge. I will definitely need to investigate in finding a couple of smaller saxophone models to keep on file for just in case I catch this one again. Because I am fairly certain that this instrument would be way too big for a great many people to play, aside from Kareth. Like, Kareth could play this easy. She wouldn't even need the stand for it. Or a strap for it or something. But everyone else? Oh boy. Alright, now, to actually... get this to make sense. "11 minutes on the card. Yeah. Okay. I come back to a badger man playing a saxophone. This is why art exists. Ah, welcome back, Fred. I'm actually not gonna do that. I'm going to do this. Let me see. Please let this thing work in such a way. I have outlines. Okay. Do not apply light source. Okay. Or apply light source and just put it. Yeah, I wish I had more control over the outlines. Do I have more control over the outlines? No. I do not have more control over the outlines. No! Okay. This is gonna have to do. And now we cheat. To make it shiny. Shine bright like the diamond. Yep. I don't know that song, honestly. I'm pretty sure that's another song reference. I see the words shine and diamond and I think immediately, shine on you crazy diamond. So yeah, that's just me. Probably just me. Time check, 5 minutes. Okay. Might make it. Good song? I know. It's a very good song. I will not lie, the DVD of the Pulse Tour was probably my primary listening at one stage. I think when I was 16-ish, for at least 8 months. Time check. 2 minutes, roughly. We'll survive this. And time. Okay. So this one, I don't know how much personality it gives for Brock really, or shows off or anything. It's difficult to say. I don't feel like I learned anything about him in the process necessarily. Granted, just knowing that he's a kilt wearer was already a huge step forward in figuring this guy out. So... there we go. Brock tearfully playing the saxophone. Sometimes you need character writing, sometimes you need a meme of a guy with a saxophone. So, I suppose so. Sometimes. When the day comes where it is actually necessary, I would love to see it. But maybe it's just because I don't know how to meme very well. My meme game is absolutely terrible. But okay, there we go. Brock tearfully with saxophone. Ba-da-da-dum! I know nothing about how to play a saxophone as well, so there's that little detail. But okay, there we go! What's the time? We've been at it for 2 hours. What? What? Huh? already? Can't believe it's already been 2 hours. What? But then again, 3 doodles with in-between time, I guess it makes sense. Just make that make a little bit more sense. I feel like I just want to give his outfit a little bit more color differentiation. Oh yeah, it's been 3 hours. Wild, yeah. Well, 2 hours. 2 hours on my OBS clock. 2 hours on my OBS clock. But 3 doodles. We achieved Brock with saxophone. Kai with giant bag of cookies. Giant bag of cookies. And both Ebony and Locke squeezed into one picture. Wow. Oh yeah, I also have no sense of time. You and me both, mate. You and me both. QE. Like, sense of time? What is that? What is that? It went with my memory. Speaking of no sense of time, I think after finishing that one, it is time for our next hydrate. So everyone, acquire your nearest safe for consumption beverages, and let's take a sip. Yep. Hydrates. Hydrates. Very important. But yeah, there we go. I definitely feel like I need to figure out Brock a lot better. On one hand, I feel like he's the sort of character who one discovers as you write everyone else. On the other, I feel like he needs more exploration. Like, significantly more exploration. I know what his gist is. In a nutshell, in terms of what his plot gist is gonna be, or what his unique feature is. Aside from being someone who looks suspiciously like a badger, he's the only human on the team as well. He's the only human class character on the team. Everyone else is either Dragon Shifter or Hugh Plus. But Brock is the only human. It's crazy. It's tough figuring out character. It is. Especially when the team dynamic also needs to remain balanced as well. Like, Aspen is the chaos gremlin. Lamille is the heart and soul, the cute one of the team. Ebony the rebel. Locke, the head on the shoulders. Kerith is the carefree, fun one. Kai is the magical genius kid. Who's just annoyingly capable. Harrier is trying to put out fires. I don't know what's going on, but let's just try and tame the chaos. That's Harrier in a nutshell. Tarn just doesn't know anything. Harrier has the stress of everyone else. Itty little bit. Itty bitty little bit. She's just trying to figure everything out and keep everything in some semblance of sanity, for her own fragile sanity, frankly. I don't want to spoil things too much, but I thought that Harrier was going to have major side character energy, and then plot happened to her, and she somehow became important to plot, for at least 3 POVs in the early arc. It's like, what? Huh? Les, how did you manage to get that right? What? How did you manage to start fires in 3 different plot lines? By simply existing. What? But it's fine. It's fine. She says as the world burns around her. No. But no. It's gonna be interesting trying to figure Brock out a little bit more. Like, he strikes me as the one who's the quiet voice of reason amidst all of the rest of the madness a little bit. While simultaneously having a reckless streak. Like, he somehow survives things that one oughtn't, like by a hair's breadth. And that's the sort of a vibe I get from him. Like, quirk-wise, I know why he survives everything by a hair's breadth and would therefore be perceived as wholly reckless. There is reason for that. But the rest of him is still a little bit enigmatic. So, I really hope he and I will be able to sit down and figure out what's going on with him at some point. Relatively soon. Because he needs to absolutely not be obsolete. I know at some point he's got a sort of a mentorship vibe going with Kai. Which is an interesting thing, considering genius prodigy Catboy is getting advice from literal boring human who's just slightly durable. It's an interesting thing to try and figure out. Please, Brock, sit down with me and talk to me at some point. Please, 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 I beg. as someone wisely said on some social media platform somewhere, writer's block is when your imaginary friends stop talking to you. No, my word, is it true. All right. There we go. Thank you, everyone. Thank you, thank you, thank you. That was a good session. I hope you all had fun with the doodle relates. I know I did. We are using these to figure everyone out a little bit, as well as let you guys get to know them a little bit. See what exposition I can expose without exposing everything. And generally get used to drawing everyone. Maybe some of these concepts, when there are a couple more of them, I'll page through and see which ones strike me as something I can turn into a more complete illustration, because I'm pretty sure one or two of those will pop up eventually. I'm pretty sure. But I hope you guys had fun. Let me think. So today has been Thursday, therefore we are at the end of the scheduled streams for the week. I am going to try and gorilla a treadmill stream. Probably tomorrow afternoon, maybe. At about 1300 UTC, I think. I'm gonna try for that, and I'll keep you posted on social media if it will be possible. No, probably closer to 1400 UTC. 1400 UTC. I'm gonna try for that. If I can do treadmill Zatsu. And then we can see what's going on there. I'll grab a couple of interesting things that we can maybe yap about as well. It's gonna be at a weird time, obviously. 1400 hours UTC is really weird for us. Before then, house is loud, and Saturday I am not here. I believe I am attending a wedding and then attending a meal with the family. So it's yeah, extended family. So it's gonna be a full day on Saturday. I don't think I'm gonna get anything really done on that day. So if we do treadmills Zatsu, it's gonna have to be tomorrow on a gorilla. But yeah, fun times. Fun times. Thank you guys so much for being here. I really appreciate it. I'm gonna not yap so that we've got all the yaps for tomorrow. Ha! Okay. But I hope you had fun. Thank you for joining in. Thank you again to Joksai for the raid, and to anyone who has stuck around. Thank you so much. I really appreciate it. I hope you all have a wonderful evening. I shall possibly see you tomorrow. Otherwise, I shall see you on Monday. Waha! Okay. So then I shall greet you here. Rest well. And until next time, everyone, have fun and cheery bye.